What better way to start this month's delectable journey than with a tour of Marsha's Buckeyes in Perrysburg and a meeting with founder Marsha Smith.
I started 33 years ago, and I had 3 small kids at home, and I wanted a little extra money. And so we started at a garage sale, and our next door neighbor was Jim Kazmaier from the Kazmaier grocery store, and it just grew from there.
And had you made Buckeyes before?
This is my mother-in-law's recipe, and she just got it out of a magazine, and I always loved her Buckeyes, and so I thought, these are time-consuming to make, and working moms don't have that much time anymore. So I thought, well, maybe this is something that they would like to buy.
The mother of 3 had plenty of helping hands mold the Buckeyes as the business took shape out of Marsha's family home in the mid-1980s.
We had a good time. We'd have the neighbor women there, plus we would have all their children under the age of 5 there. So it was a real zoo. We had a good time.
I'd imagine, yeah. From the get-go, Marsha started packaging and selling her Buckeyes at local stores such as Kazmaier's and the Andersons. Then, things really took off.
And then we got that call from Cracker Barrel that said we'd like to use them, and I really thought it was a joke. But
yeah.
And they were very good about working one store in, and then they worked just Ohio in, and then they would work Indiana in. And now I think we have 6 warehouses throughout Cracker Barrel in the United States.
That's amazing. Starting in the kitchen and now all these places. And cruising for a cure, that's something else that you did with Ohio State. Tell me a little bit about that.
We provide all the Buckeyes for the cruise ship. I'm not sure how many that is. And we've been doing that for, I think, 5 years now.
After overseeing the business for 3 decades, Marsha handed the reins of her company over to sons Matt and Brad, who took the operation to another level.
Yeah, there's really not anybody in the market right now who does it the way that we do it. And that's not to say that there's not smaller companies out there that still hand dip, hand roll everything and make homemade Buckeyes. But if they're going to mass produce them the way that we do, typically it's a candy mold with a peanut butter filling. And what we do is still the traditional, the peanut butter dough is rolled into a ball and then it's dipped into chocolate. And so the top of the Buckeye is actually the peanut butter dough. The dipping process up until about 2 months ago was done with a toothpick by all of our employees. And even today, as we've automated some of that process, it's still done. The machines that have been created have mimicked what our employees have done for so many years.
And what we saw today is you still have people out there hand rolling to sort of keep up with the machine.
We do. In some ways, we've actually taken a step backwards in using some of the things that historically we've done in order to support what our machines are doing now. So some of the people who came in after that stage of our business are now learning for the first time some of the things that the previous generation had done.
While the process changed, the recipe remains the same.
Yeah, the one thing that's stayed consistent, and it's probably the largest part of what our product is the peanut butter dough. And the peanut butter dough is something that we make almost all day long. They get in at 7:30, they start the process, and they make it up until the point that we make all the batches that we need to for the day. So if it's like this time of year where it's busy season, they're in there making dough from 7:30 until 1, 2 o'clock. That process is very much the same as what we've done now for 35 years and what, again, people do in the kitchen of their homes.
From there, the peanut butter hits the factory floor where every ball follows the same routine on its way to being packaged and shipped for delivery. Could you ever imagined that this is what, your little operation would become?
No, I just started out to get some money in my pocket so I could have my own money. And for it to go this way, God has blessed us over and over and over again by opening up Cracker Barrel to us. And now we're in Kroger stores, and that's been a big boost. Where Cracker Barrel used to be our biggest customer, now Kroger is our biggest customer. So it's really been all God.
Marsha's Buckeyes. You heard where they have them. Go check them out.
And Gordon's Food Store.
And Gordon's. It's always growing. They're all over the place.
Yes.
Buckeyes. Delicious.